I will not overreact to the preseason. I will not overreact to the preseason. I will not overreact to the preseason. I will not do it. I will not do it. Until proven otherwise, we're still ultimately talking about Bears football. Or are we? Or are we? You can feel it, can't you? It's tickling your taints, ain't it, folks? Oh, you're ready to bear down, bitches! Because you could sense something different in the air. Certainly, as you were watching the Bears playing a lot of their first string for a couple of series, dismantling the primarily backups of the Buffalo Bills. But boy, what a sight to see. And at the end of the day, we are talking about preseason. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt right now. Don't get too high about things. Don't get too low about things. Although you start to think that you may see some certain themes, things can change, right? But, after last night, if you're a Bears fan, if nothing else, you don't want to get your cart before the horse, get too far ahead of your skis. But you got to feel at least somewhat happy, somewhat positive about what you saw play out, right? I mean, first and foremost, let's look at the first team offense, notably Caleb Williams. That first drive in particular, I didn't know that this was a thing. You mean it is legal for an NFL offense to score a touchdown on its first possession of the game? I thought the rule was you had to go run, screen pass, punt. Who knew? That was fun. Let's do that a bunch more times this year, huh? But in all seriousness, what you saw from Caleb Williams in that first drive, man, he was poised, he was calm in the pocket, he was decisive, and he threw down the field with accuracy. That was fantastic. What a crazy concept. You work the middle of the field. You're getting it to your tight ends, Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet. Oh my God, it looked like a functional NFL offense. Wasn't that nice? The offensive line kind of sort of protected. Braxton Jones still blows, and that's going to be an issue, right? Who's going to be the left tackle? And I've said before it should be Trevillo. Some people are going to say it's that Benedette kid. Here's the reality. If the Bears have three guys battling it out for the left tackle spot, notice one of them isn't Karan Amagaji. That shows you how bad of a pick that's been so far. B, if you got three left tackles, you've got no left tackles, if you get my drift. But watching him be able to work the field and be decisive, and as much as we could talk about the touchdown to Zacchaeus, you talk about the throws to Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet. My favorite throw of the night by Caleb Williams was the outbreaking route by DJ Moore, where Caleb's throwing it with anticipation and big anticipation, as in DJ Moore hasn't even hit his break yet, and Caleb's already chucking that thing out to the sidelines. That was fantastic to see. And I know it's early, right? And you don't want to get too far ahead of yourselves. But if you're looking for signs of growth and signs of progression and signs of, hey, Caleb could be the guy, what we saw last night against Buffalo is a promising early sign for sure. But there were other promising signs, right? You saw what Colston Loveland could mean to this offense with his athleticism and his route running ability. He can make plays happen. You saw Luther Burton get worked into the passing game. And by God, was he working it as a blocker. He got the block. The Bears offense is going to have to find a way in the regular season to get him the rock. That's what they're going to have to do. But the effort that he showed on those two goal line situations that led to touchdowns, that's what you want to see out of a young receiver, right? No block, no rock is one of Ben Johnson's mottos. And it certainly seems like Luther Burden III took that message to fucking heart, because he played like a fucking beast as a run blocker. It was awesome to see. And even when you go beyond Caleb Williams in the first team offense, while you didn't have any of the bigger running backs in there, so to speak, but there were other signs of positivity here too. Offensively, I thought Tyson Bagent looked solid in his extended time. He looked more comfortable. He looked more poised. And certainly he's not at Caleb's level from a physical talent standpoint, but that's a reason why he's a backup quarterback and Caleb is a starter. But nonetheless, if you're watching that game and watching Tyson Bagent, you're saying, yeah, he doesn't have that arm talent, But boy, he looked good in this offense too, and he could make some plays happen, and that was great to see. And then you look at the defensive side of the ball. You got Andrew Billings playing, and he gets a sack, and you're like, yeah, want him healthy this year because he's certainly an asset on run defense. He's a guy that they need. Austin Booker, like he has been on a tear these past 2 weeks. And you hope that that can translate to the regular season. Because if that can translate to the regular season, now your questions have been answered about who's going to be the big threat opposite Montez Sweat in terms of getting after the quarterback. And it's not going to be Dio, it's not going to be Jervon Dexter or Grady Jarrett, it's going to be this Austin Booker kid. But again, preseason warrior, like what do you do once you get to the regular season? The defense, again, they played the starters for a couple of series, and you're going up against most of the Bills' backups. So you got to take it kind of with a grain of salt. Looks like Terrell Smith hurt himself seriously, possibly for the season. I haven't checked today to see if that was confirmed or not, but that certainly didn't look good. If you were looking for like signs of potential concern here for the Bears, it might, I think it's the things you might expect at this point, right? It's left tackle. That's a big need. You look at Austin Booker and you say like he's doing well as an edge rusher, but is that going to manifest in the regular season? And then you look at the depth of that secondary, which you thought, hey, if everybody's healthy, could be a strength. But you look at it now, Smith's potentially out. Who knows when Jalen Johnson's going to be back? You hope the Bears aren't going to be in a bad spot there early on. But, you got Ben Johnson going for it on fourth downs, showing that he's going to be aggressive, and sometimes that's going to bite this team in the ass, but other times it's going to pay off in big ways and produce big dividends. And you feel like you've got a coach that is coaching to win a game instead of coaching not to lose. Like, it's refreshing to see, wasn't it? An aggressive mindset, an aggressive attacking approach. And, like, the way this team played, you could look at Ben Johnson, you could just sense he felt like, this is a guy that's in command of this team and on the sidelines. This is a guy that gives a fuck. This is a guy that isn't going to take any shit off of anybody, and I'm absolutely fucking here for it, right? But again, like, it's preseason. You can't get too far ahead of yourself right now. But if you were somebody as a Bears fan, I think as we certainly all were, looking to this game and saying, hey, I want some signs of hope. I want some signs of positive potential. I want to see where this team has gotten better. I think you certainly saw some of that. And if what we saw in this short snippet of Caleb Williams on Sunday night is any indication, the Bears offense is going to be much better this year. Caleb Williams is going to be better this year. And the Bears as a whole are going to be better this year. It's too early to get too carried away, but dad damn it, there's at least a little reason to feel a little bit positive about things right now. Let's fucking take that, because I don't know about anybody else, but I'm tired of Bears football! And if anybody's going to sit there and talk about Kevin Warren and the whole stadium shit, ooh, they're talking about Arlington Heights, this team needs to be in Chicago. Who gives a fuck? Fucking build a world-class stadium, win Super Bowls, make more money for the area with the Final Four, WrestleMania, and all this other bullshit. Fuck the city. Fuck everything. It's time for a new era. Bear down, bitches. Come on.